ancestors could make fire using things that they found. You have something on a tray, and I will give you 20 points to anybody who can start a fire with the things that you have got there.
Can I use my lighter that I've got in my pocket?
Oh, now, look, can't you put that in the lemon? Won't that work?
Supposedly, doesn't it?
Can't you get a charge out of citrus fruit?
You can.
Am I about to?
Not enough to upset yourself, I don't think.
Meanwhile, I'm going to use this to look for a match. Well, does it matter if we open that? Will that help?
You don't want to open it, but you can actually use a can of soda in order to
Is that what it is,
fire.
then? Just a can of fizzy pop?
Just a can of fizzy pop, yeah. If you look at the base of your tin, you can see that it is a concave shape. If you polished that, you would be able to reflect enough sunlight in order to be able to make fire. And in fact, we can demonstrate this in the studio, but obviously we're going to need experts. So we have with us our friends from the Festival of the Spoken Nerd, the science comedy phenomenon. They tour all over the UK and have brought one of their experiments from their show. Please welcome Matt, Steve and Helen, the nerds. I was right, wasn't I, that the tin of pop is a kind of...
Yes, it's almost the right shape to focus light in. This is an actual paraboloid, which is the perfect shape. So we can use this to set fire to something...
Oh, man. Just pointed at me.
Yeah. We've got a graphic here of the two dishes we've set up. And if you cut one in half, so we can swivel one around, and if you unpeel it, it's just a parabola. And the amazing thing about a parabola is any line which comes directly down, parallel with the axes, will go through exactly the same spot, the focal point. And the same thing works in reverse. So if something emits from the focal point, it will be sent out as a parallel.
That's how the Death Star works, isn't it?
That's essentially the cleverest thing that's ever been said near you, Lee, isn't it?
We're going to give this a go, but please, can you put your sunglasses on?
Because these are going to protect us, aren't they?
So about 200 years ago, this was a party trick where they'd put a super hot cannonball at one focal point and gunpowder at the other.
We thought we wouldn't try that.
We asked, and apparently we're not allowed, because it's no longer the past. But they have let us bring a heat lamp and nitrocellulose, so that's flash cotton.
This will be the past one day, you know.
Not on Dave.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not right in my eyes.
You sort of...
It's time to charge your mobile phone.
At night.
Well, that's good, yeah. Might be.
Oh,
Any
really?
other
I thought that would go off.
It's completely almost run out of battery.
If you've got an iPhone, every 15 minutes you have to...
It used to be the case with an old
Nokia
phone.
going for weeks. Yay! Look at that beauty! Bring them back!
That's like one of the most modern... Oh, it's not like it was in the old days.
These phones of that generation used what sort of batteries?
Lithium.
No, nickel is the point. And if you charge it when it's 20% full, it wouldn't remember the rest of it, as it were. It was called a memory problem. So you had to drain them. You had to use them completely so that it would charge the whole battery. But we use lithium now, and that isn't a problem anymore. But here's a great thing about batteries, and I'm going to demonstrate this to you, and I think it'll be rather interesting. And we're just talking about ordinary AA batteries here, whether or not they're charged or...
They have a thumb thing on them now, don't they?
I would
well,
use...
They did the thumb thing, but they sort of got rid of that, haven't they? They never quite worked. It was supposed to shine go green
go
or
green,
something.
and it was like a touch thing.
But
I would attach it to my nipple clamps and see if it, if it gives me a buzz that I need.
here are two batteries. How can you tell which one is flat, as it were, which one is drained of power, and which one's
Try it on
powerful?
you.
Some magnetic thing.
No, it's nothing to do with magnetism, actually. I'm going to slip through these little copper sleeves so that they're both facing the right direction. They should both fall at the same time. So you can count me down from 3, 2, 1 and drop, all right? So the whole audience can join in.
3, 2, 1, drop.
All right, let's have a look at that. In theory, an empty battery should bounce more.
Oh.
Now, this is the case, that this is the one which has been drained. It's to do with the gel inside the batteries, and when they're drained, it's hardened, and so it bounces more.
Should we do an apology now for people breaking their mobile phones? Particularly someone who's at home going, is this charged? Seems all right, yeah.
There you are. Isn't that good?
Can you just buy new batteries?
Who fancies a shootout with a real-life Vortex Cannon? I've given you one each next. You've got a box. See that box there? It's simply a box, all right? Now, the hole is where the vortex emerges. So if you lean it so that the hole is pointing at the target, all right, and basically what you've got to do is smack the side of the box, all right? After a 3, 2, 1, smack! Very good. There you are. Now. What are you doing? But what we can, yes, what we can do before you destroy the box. Before you destroy the box, you can do something even more exciting, and that is fill it with smoke. And it will demonstrate what, in fact, was happening with the air. You should all have smoke machines. That's it. Fill it with smoke, fill it with smoke, fill it with smoke. And now, look! Look at that! Just a gentle tap. That is a vortex, the beautiful smoke rings. And a lovely one there. I've got an enormous cannon here. I'm going to fill mine with... I'll see if I can get mine across the...
You can chase each other.
Across the room here. There we go. I've got the wrong way around. We'll let the smoke drift a little. We don't like a big dustbin. It's simply pressure of air creating this wonderful vortex.
No, it's not. It's magic.
Nice work. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Hours of fun can be had playing with your own homemade...
Bit of a Danish Christmas parlour game, or rather we're going to turn it into a parlour game. So, there's a Danish tradition. We celebrate Christmas Eve, and then we all hold hands and we sing standing around the tree. So we're going to give this a go, but we're going to do it in a very QI manner. And in order to help us, please welcome from Festival of the Spoken Nerd, Helen and Steve. So, the really important thing, Helen, is that we have to hold hands and sing. OK, you happy with this?
This experiment works best if you hold hands and sing.
OK.
But we're going to start off telling you what we've got. Over here, I've got an amplifier.
Right.
Going into that is some traditional Danish Christmas music.
Thank you very much.
Over there, another amplifier coming out of that is a speaker.
OK.
And normally you'd use a speaker cable to connect the two. I've taken that speaker cable and I've cut it in half.
Is that exposed wiring, Helen?
Yeah. We've made it safe. I would say don't try this at home.
OK.
So what I need to do is I need to give you that bare wire.
But it's really, is it perfectly OK?
Absolutely
All right.
fine.
Okay.
We have measured the current going through this. It's either so low that our meter can't read it or our meter's broken. So can I get you to hold that bare wire? So you've got bare wires.
I love you,
there.
Mum.
And I just need you to touch the bare
It's seriously
wires
OK to do this? OK.
Absolutely. Just touch them together.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a song we sing when we go around the tree. That's lovely. OK. And if I let go?
Everyone else's whelm is very much under.
Yeah, because what I've done is connect up the speaker wire.
Well, what I can do is, Steve, if you could give that to Josh, and I will take this round to Matt. Now, Matt, if you could take that in your hand and grasp the metal part of the wire. Just grasp it.
No, it's fine.
This is where you get to hold hands. Let's find out if it works. So, if you can link up.
So, Matt, who holds Susan?
My hair's already fallen out, but for you guys, who knows?
It's the spirit of Christmas. Susan was looking very sceptical.
Right, so what?
Have you got any wham?
Why does it work?
Well, humans are about 70% water, and that means your skin's about 70% water, but water's not a very good conductor of electricity, but salty water is. So the sweatier you are, the better this works.
That was absolutely fantastic. The Festival of the Spoken Nerd.
I'm going to make a lava lamp for your edification, pleasure and entertainment. I have here a little tube. This is actually a tube that usually contains tennis balls. And this is a mixture of vegetable oil and water. And I have here a little
Quite hard to mix,
syringe.
by the way, those two things.
Yeah, they are.
They
Because
separate, don't they, David?
Yes.
Hello. So you pump the colour in, and I'm going to use Alka-Seltzer or any effervescent hangover cure pill will do.
Are you going to say don't try this at home?
Well, you can actually. Honestly, it's not like a Mender. It's not going to explode. And cue light. Way, there we go. Pop it on, and then as the effervescent works, it begins. Yeah, there we are, beginning to get the effect. And there we are. The colour's now beginning to come into it. And you're getting a sort of lava lamp there, obviously. Professionally, they're made more permanent. A lava lamp, ladies and gentlemen. You've all got the equipment, as it were, so you can make one yourselves.
So exciting.
Aren't you lucky?
Yeah,
Already, we've begun with the thrilling excitement.
Awesome.
Will the show have to pay something to the format holders of the Generation Game?
It is a bit Generation Game, you're right.
Okay, let's just...
What do we do with that?
We inject colour in.
Inject colour. You've all got different colours to make it thrilling. Don't put too much of the effervescent hangover cure.
I put all of it in.
Did you? Don't put too many pills in. And now just put a little of the...
No, put loads in. It's brilliant. Look at your bullshit lava lamp.
Mine is dry.
Your lava lamp is...
Hey!
Well, steal another one.
It's all happening in our corner.
You see, when did it explode now?
Hopefully.
I can... No, you don't. No.
You're no fun. Stick another one in.
I'm a responsible adult. There has to be one on this programme.
Look at all these little balls.
I'm nervous of having them.
Stop saying that.
This genuinely reminds me so much of school. You said, don't put all the Alka-Seltzer in, and then Alan said, we're putting it all in as a result. And I've gone along with him, and now I'm frightened.
You're the one in trouble. You made me laugh. You made me laugh, David. I told you before.
You're in trouble.
It's not funny. There's nothing funny about making people laugh. Hang on, maybe. But, oh dear, I've got oily hands.
Mitchell's taken the lid off, sir. Mitchell's taken the lid off. It's not serious.
This is most unfortunate.
Are you...
Why haven't you got any little balls in yours?
I beg your pardon.
This is not how it was supposed to happen at all.
I love how broad Stephen's
Industrial... We all know why Alan has industrial-strength tissues. I'm going to demonstrate something called the Leidenfrost Effect, named after a certain Dr. Leidenfrost. So allow me to present a tray, which may seem rather mysterious. There we go. Now, essentially, what the principle is, I'll explain it first, and then you'll see it, is that when you drop some water on a very hot surface, it kind of beads into a little ball. And goes around. It's often a way you test the heat of a frying pan or so on, or if you drop water accidentally onto a hot plate. And if you allow this beading to take place on certain surfaces, the beading is sort of predictable and rather exciting. And you can see a little bit of it on VT, in which the bead is going uphill. Wow. It's being dropped from a pipette onto a very hot, ridged, sort of sawtoothed surface, and you can see the ball itself. That's
how my sperm reacts with a ridged condom.
You may be wearing it inside out.
Why have you got your sperm in a pipette?
Sufficient.
All right. So, I have pipettes here, and this is room temperature. I'm going to put it on here, and you can see, as I drop the water, that it's just nothing much happens. But the beads go off. They're starting to boil and frizz, and as it gets hotter, you'll see the Leidenfrost effect of it.
Listen to it. It's where the women were watching the Chippendales.
But, where it gets interesting is where these things have been left on the heat and so already incredibly hot. And this is a little concave thing, and we drop a bit in it. It goes round and round and round and round and round. Rather beautifully. And now we've got another one with the sawtooth that we saw the climbing up, but this is a circular sawtooth, and it should go round and round as well. Whee! Incredible speed. Look at that.
I don't know why young people have to go and, you know, play Grand Theft Auto when they've all this sort of crack to look forward to.
I know! It's fun. And for the grand finale, you can see here, next to the hot plate, is we've got ourselves a sort of maze. And let's see what happens here. There's a very predictable path, and they go all the way around. And if they've got enough energy, they'll go round twice. There you go, big fellow.
That's like chasing me dad round a shopping precinct. Don't abandon me.
That's it.
I'm going to make you proud. Dad, come back.
Thank you, Kei Takashina from the University of Bath for the loan of this splendid equipment. And finally, who fancies a quantum-locking levitation lark? And to help me tonight, we have Professor Andrew Boothroyd of the Physics Department of Oxford University. Hello, Andrew! So, here we go. This is going to go over my head, so I'm going to duck. Ta-da! There it is. Exciting tray, and what looks like a bit of sort of scale electric. And let's just line it up there. Now, we've got a little bucket here. What's in this bucket, Andrew?
That's a bucket of liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen, which, as you know, is extremely cold. And I'm going to dip a rose into it, just to show how cold it is. I better put these gloves on first.
Right.
Health and safety.
Blumenthal.
And these, all safety, 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 safety.
Well, as long as you're safe, that's the main thing.
Yeah, quite. Here we go. So, I'm going to dip a rose into this. You might have had this... Ooh, bubbles away. It's really cold now. And it might even shatter. Look at that, like glass.
Shall I not touch the bit that's landed on me?
No.
So it's burning into your skin.
It shatters like glass.
I've got a little wart on my finger. Is this a chance to burn it off?
You might get a little
and the rest of your hand.
That'd be a great way of dumping someone on Valentine's Day.
So, what have we got here, Andrew?
We've got here a piece of ordinary-looking black ceramic, which, when we cool it down to very low temperatures, acquires a very extraordinary property.
OK.
So if you just like to cool it down with liquid nitrogen...
I shall baste it with liquid nitrogen.
Oh, my word.
There we are.
And we have a second one over here.
All right.
Do that one too.
I'll cool that as well.
This is like the beginning of every pop video in the 80s.
Tell me what's particular about this.
It loses all its resistance, its electrical resistance, and becomes what's known as a superconductor.
Ah, yes.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that it acquires the property that it can bend magnetic field lines in such a way that it will always try to resist any motion, even if that means hovering above the ground.
All right, so let's just pick it up and pop it. Whoops. There it goes.
Oh! Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? And
Literally.
That makes no effect, and you can just give it a tip.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
strange.
There we are. And as it warms up, it'll slowly sink.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Is this what you do most days at the Oxford University?
Almost every day.
Yeah. Not a bad old job.
This one here is very exciting. And now it's nice and slidey.
Oh, wow.
But look at this.
And what's happening there? What's making it...
It's the magnetic field, isn't it? It's interrupted by this superconductivity.
It's not like a normal magnet, because a normal magnet would repel when it's up that way, and then it would just fall off.
Yeah.
So this is both repelling and attracting at the same time.
I'll give it one more little go, and then we can try it on the track.
I thought you were going to say, then we can try it on Alan.
No! Upside down in a bucket of nitrogen.
There we go. Pop it there.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Round it goes.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Isn't it good?
It looks like... Can someone pass the sellotape?
And it's got a steam train. It can go the other way. We could put the wrong type of leaf on the track.
And is this going to get us to Mars? That's the main
Well,
question.
what do you think, Andrew? Are there any practical applications we can think of?
Well, you could use it as a piece of transport like that, but it's quite expensive because of the cost of cooling the nitrogen.
Oh, right, so it's not efficient.
But if we could find a superconductor that worked at room temperature, then it would be viable.
Right.
Are you working on that?
We are, yes, indeed, yes, I am.
I trust you.
I bet they're not. They're just playing with this all the time. That's what I'm doing.
I know, isn't it gorgeous? So you'd think it would almost be like a maglev train, you know, one of those...
That's what it would be like.
Oh, there we go again.
Oh,
I love that.
it.
And this, of course, can go on here as well.
Oh, it's...
It's all right. What a pussy.
Everyone, that actually...
Boing.
But
unfortunately, this one is less insulated, and it'll probably get... It stopped
It's
it.
doing pretty well.
Oh, my God, that's coming for me. Oh, no.
Cool. Oh, there you go.
That'd be like the best Christmas present in the world.
It's time for a jolly jape, this time involving lasers and balloons. What could be coming next? Here we are. And I've got my laser. This is one of these things they use. You know, I'm going to point it behind me. And we're using the smoke because it shows up the laser line. Can you see it there?
Yeah.
I'm deliberately, obviously... I keep shouting in my ear, don't point it at people's eyes. I'm not.
Don't point it at their fucking eyes! It's fucking dangerous!
The thing is, he knows he's the one who's going to be fired. There you are. You can see reasonably well that there is a laser light
lighting
there.
man, I go,
Right, this is ordinary laser light, the kind you'd use to, you know, conferences to point on maps and all the rest of it. And I'm just going to press the laser here and... Oh!
Whoa.
And... Oh!
Whoa.
And... Oh!
Whoa.
And...
green! Wow, cool!
Nothing. It's not popping, though.
weird.
So, the black ones pop and the white one doesn't. Alan, you should have a... Beginning to make sense. I want you... Take your black marker, please, and can you make a black target roughly in the centre of the balloon? And I'm going to let you press the button as a reward if you do it sensibly. So...
temptation to draw a cock and ball.
I know. A big black spot, so it'll work. So just there. And fill it in as black as you can.
Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. You could, if you'd worked for Blue Peter, you'd know how to do that while presenting to camera.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there you see, exactly.
I haven't done a cock and balls, and I know you're disappointed.
They're not.
It's the back of Stephen Fry's head.
Yeah, that's it. It is actually not unlike. OK.
Will that do it, do you
I
think?
reckon that's black enough.
Black enough?
We know that black absorbs light and heat, and white, we know, reflects it. And we saw that the laser had enough energy to burst the black balloon. So all you have to do, just leave it in. It should be pointing in the right direction. Oh! Well done. Very enjoyable. Victory.
So what was Darth Vader thinking.
You see, the dark side will always lose. Absolutely right. Now, we have a knick-knack exploding custard powder experiment. For something to explode, you need certain things. You need something to light, in this case, custard powder. You need something to light it with, and you need oxygen. But you need a little bit more than that, because if I try and light this custard powder, you will see... that nothing happens.
The trick custard powder!
It doesn't. The whole point is nothing happens.
Nothing would happen with that.
Because...
I bet Heston could make it burn.
He couldn't in this state. No? What you need in order to get something like custard or any powder, even metallic powder, to burn and really burn, is one of these ordinary, everyday objects like this. As you may see, I have a funnel, and I have some safety glasses to save my beautiful eyelashes. And I have a lighter. And
I miss Jacques Cousteau.
And I have a pump. I have a pump. I have a pump that rather wants to fall over. So we'll raise this here. So it doesn't fall over. OK, now, what I'm going to do...
I don't want to know what you're going to do.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the custard powder in this funnel, and I'm going to present a flame across it. Oh. Yes. Yes. Be afraid, be very afraid.
Could I use Alan as a human shield?
No, you're the shield.
Oh, my God.
There's flame. There's custard powder in there.
I feel the need. The need for speed.
All I need to do...
Where are you going? Where the fuck am I?
I'm going to the pump. I'm just going to the pump. Because I'm going to pump...
We are now nearer than you!
Can you see what I'm going to do? I'm pumping air...
There's just too many double entendres. You pumping custard.
Stop it. Are you ready for me to pump the custard?
Oh, my God!
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm ready for you to pump your custard.
I need a countdown from the audience.
This is not how I wanted to go.
Audience, I want you to count me down from 3... 2... 1... Wasn't that dangerous?
It's quite warm there, actually. I've been sitting there. I could have been ignited. I could have been ignited.
You could have been covered in hot custard.
It's time for a game of pin the tail on the numbat. So you've got a card with a numbat on it and a tail, and the other team, you can just watch, so you could have a cup of tea if you like, so you've got some tea things. However, you're going to have to be blindfolded. This is QI, so this is the blindfold that you're going to wear.
Who do you want to do the pinning? These are weird.
But Phil is going to wear that as his blindfold. These particular goggles mean that the person wearing them sees the world upside down.
Oh, weird.
So...
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
If you want to have
I
some...
haven't been like this since my 18th birthday.
If you want to have some idea at home what that is like, we can flip the picture on the monitors. That is what Alan is currently seeing, and he is just going to give it a go to
I can't see the thing. Where is it?
So,
The wrong side of the
Where is
board.
it? Oh, there it is. There. I can't. Oh.
There's the zebra crossing.
Do you need a towel?
Does it make you feel unwell, Alan?
Yeah, it does. Hang on. Ooh. Oh, this is really awful. Hang on, I think I've got it now.
OK.
I've got it away. This is hard. I'm going to put it there. Oh,
well done. Right, Deirdre, pour a cup of tea for Deirdre, please.
Sugar, upside down Irish lady.
Just the tea.
Oh, good.
It's really weird.
Oh, Nelly Furtado. Oh, mummy.
So that's it. Upside down.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the
Don't talk to me.
Yes. What does it feel like, Phil?
Glastonbury 2000.
Are you getting used to it?
Well done.
Go for it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Fantastic. So, here's the thing. What is extraordinary, in a sense, the goggles are actually correcting your vision because your eyeballs, of course, deliver upside-down images to your retinas, which then are inverted by the brain. So upside-down glasses actually show you the image as it originally is when it hits your retina. If you wore them for a sustained period of time, the brain would adjust to the new vision. You just would learn to function with it. It would take you a couple of weeks, and then it would take you a full day when you took them off to readjust. And there's some thought that newborn babies, it's possible they see the world upside down for a very short period of time before their brain learns to flip the image in the retinas. I mean, we do know for certain that babies see things in much more detail than we do. So a baby that is less than 6 months old can recognise different monkeys just by their faces alone. And as we get older, we can only do that with human faces. It's called perceptual narrowing. We lose that gift quite early on.
They also have the capacity to learn 4 million languages or something, don't they?
But they just don't bother.
Making hydrogen with nails and drain cleaner would be a very jolly jape indeed, don't you think?
Yes, I think
so. Let's try it.
Yeah.
To prove that it's hydrogen, I'm going to have to set fire to it. And I'm going to have to set fire to it on my own hand. So, first of all, I'm going to have a little basin of water I'm going to put here to dip my hand in, to wet it so I don't burn myself too badly. And then I have my really exciting... Oh, hello. Made a mistake. Sorry, man in my ear. Furious with me.
What's he fucking doing? Put the water down! Do this properly or you will die. Do you understand?
No.
Start again, for fuck's sake!
He was much gentler than that. He was very sweet. So, anyway, I've been told to tell you not to try this at home.
Try it at someone else's home.
Yeah, sorry.
Fire exits are there and there.
What I've got here is I've got some ordinary green-coloured washing-up liquid. We're not allowed to mention its fairy, its name. I've got a little chemical lab, I don't know what you call this, little... Flask, I think is the word.
Oh, this is like going on a picnic with Heston Blumenthal.
It's got some nails in it, going to add a few more, a little bit of zinc. And I've got here, this is the hydrochloric acid, basically.
When are you going to put on the safety goggles, Stephen?
I'm going to put on the safety goggles now, because I'm about to open the bottle of acid.
Put the fucking safety goggles on!
Not only that, but I've also got a mask. Here we go.
Sorry, can I just ask you? You're putting on safety goggles. You're putting on a mask.
You're fine. You're expendable. I may have the mask upside down. It does tell you to put the mask on your children before putting it on yourself, as on an aeroplane.
Got the fucking mask upside down!
Right, OK, I've got the goggles.
Right.
I've got this. Now, what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to pour this acid...
Jesus, onto some nails.
Into the nails, that's right.
Why?
And the zinc and the hydrochloric acid will react.
Has he been drinking?
Yeah.
Has he been drinking?
He's been drinking that.
Oh, there we go. And that's going to produce quite a lot.
Oh, it's flying away. It's flying away.
I now have to put this... I have to put this cork in it. If I put the cork in it tight enough, it will come out of here. And I put this in here, and it will bubble up. Right, that's important.
You say so.
If the bubbles are made of hydrogen, this is my contention. And the only way to prove it is to grasp the bubbles. I'm going to wet my hand now to be safer. And grasp these bubbles.
The hell is that?
Or I'm going to take the bubbles
It's like a sex
there. I'm going to go. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get even more bubbles.
That is great.
Stephen's goggles are so steamed up, he's completely blind.
Even more bubbles.
He's blind as blind King John of Bohemia.
Oh, come on. Oh, work
They're all
lighter.
light.
Oh, the light has stopped working.
Let's try it again. One more.
Put your hand again, you
Oh, come on. Bloody lighter.
Expelliarmus!
Oh.
We'll take that off now.
I've made hydrogen, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Very exciting.
Pretty exciting. To astronomers, anything that isn't hydrogen or helium is a metal. Even apparently normal metals can be quite deceptive, as this trick shows. I'm going to get a glass of water, and I'll get a teaspoon.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I'll just prove that it is water. I'll drink it.
That just proves it might be vodka.
Well, it proves at least that it's not sulfuric acid or something. Because what I'm going to do is try and make this teaspoon disappear. It may not work. I'm not a good magician. I'm a great magician. And so we stir it here, and I don't... Oh, no. Oh, it might not work. It might work. I don't know. Oh... Yeah, it seems to have worked. Right. Thank you. That's rather good, isn't it?
Rather good.
That's good.
In fact, on this occasion, it wasn't a magic trick, and it's something you can do. I'll give you your water, and you'll notice the water is rather warm.
Oh, it's warm.
It's warm water.
Warm water.
And I'll give you a couple of spoons. They are metal. They're metal spoons, but the
Are
metal...
they made out of Alka-Seltzer?
Yes. They might as well be. They're made out of gallium. And gallium is a metal, a very useful metal, but it has the quality that it melts, as Alan is showing, in water.
Oh, you wouldn't want that of your teaspoon, would you?
No, it wouldn't make a practical teaspoon.
That's lasting less time than a biscuit.
Yeah. That's it. Now, if you stir it, it'll happen more quickly.
Oh, good Lord, look
Oh,
at that.
jeez.
Yeah. That would be the most annoying teaspoon in the...
It really would.
But it's the Terminator's teaspoon.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Terminator 2, it should be said.
Yes, Terminator 2-spoon.
Hey! Well, I hope you're impressed with that.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, it's not poisonous gallium, so you can drink it again.
I shan't.
OK, you can put your glasses away. There you are. Top man.
Delicious.